Good morning class, I am Govind Vyas. Today we are going to conduct our second lecture of the chapter Light. I wish that you are clear with the topics we studied in the lecture 1. So today which topics are going to be discussed? The first topic is types of medium, okay, and the second topic will be reflection of light and their laws. So let's start with the topic types of medium. How many types of medium are there according to light? Okay, so there are basically three mediums. The first medium is transparent medium. The other one is translucent medium. And the third one is opaque medium. I think you must have heard these words in your day-to-day life sometimes, right? Okay, so you must also have some brief idea about them. So what is the transparent medium? The medium, note the definition, the medium through which light can pass, okay, the medium through which light can pass completely from this side, it will pass to complete the other side. That type of medium is called transparent medium. What can be its example? Glass. Glass is a type of transparent medium because on the other side of glass you can see, note this one thing, I am here talking about the glass, not mirror. There is difference between glass and mirror, okay. Or I can say this specs, what is there? Either this is glass or this is fiber. I can see across this, right, and you can also see my eyes through this. So this type of medium is called transparent medium. I hope you are clear with this. Another one is translucent medium. That medium, it is little bit lesser than the, it can be said little bit lesser than the transparent medium. How? In the transparent medium, if suppose this is the thickness of the medium, light will come here and will also pass throughout this, across this. This is transparent. But what is translucent? If this was the thickness of the medium, light will only enter up to some distance, it will not pass completely, it will not pass across this, okay. So note the definition of translucent medium. The medium in which light can go up to some distance, okay, that type of medium is called translucent medium. What can that be? Let me give you an example. The water of swimming pool, you know very well that the color of a swimming pool water on the maximum cases is of a bluish color, right, blue color. And suppose that I am standing in the swimming pool and the water has come up to this, downside body of mine from here is completely inside the water. So when a person standing out of the swimming pool, he will be able to see up to some of the body of mine, right, he can see up to this, but down after that my legs, right, my toes, he will not be able to see those. Why? Because light could enter in the water only up to some depth, not after that. So he will not be able to see the down part of my body, okay. So this is one of the example of a translucent medium. Or I will say one more, there is a mirror on which some water droplets are there. You will see object across this, but it will be in blur mode, right, you will not be able to see them clearly. So that can also be said to be a translucent medium. Simply up to some distance you can see, after that you cannot. That is a transparent medium. I hope you are clear with this. So next is opaque medium. Here light was entering completely. Here light is going up to some depth, but here light will not even enter into the medium. The medium, note the definition, the medium in which light cannot enter is called opaque medium. Okay, what can be said to be its example? So many, like a wall, like a wood, right? Lots of examples are like our human body. Light will not enter into this. If it could enter into our body, we could see the internal organs. If light could enter inside a wall, if light can enter inside this board, we could be able to see the internal structure of this board, but we cannot. That is why we can say light cannot even enter into this. So what kind of medium is this? Opaque medium. I hope it is clear to you. So these are the basic three types of mediums used in light. Fine. So this is one of our topic which has been completed. Now we are going for the another topic. What is that? Reflection of light. Okay, you can note it down if you have not done so far. Yes, our next topic is reflection of light. This is what, from where the important segment of this chapter starts. Reflection of light. What is reflection? You know very well, and I would like that stop this video for a minute and try to answer that what can be said to be reflection of light. Anyways, let me give you now the definition, or let me make you understand its concept. Suppose this is a platform, this is an object, very smooth object, say a mirror. This is a mirror, right? Okay, and a smooth mirror is this. I have taken an imaginary line known as normal line. This is an imaginary line, and why am I calling this normal? Because this line is perpendicular on this surface. This angle is 90 degree. Okay, that is why I am calling this normal line. Okay, let this name is N. Now what? I am here just studying a ray of light, a single ray. A ray of light came here. So from here there is any source of light from where a ray of light is coming. You must make it always straight, because light always travels in straight path. Take this as straight line. Okay, this is one of the ray of light, and you must also show the travel direction of the light ray. Light came on this particular point, strike here. Okay, now what will happen? The light will strike here and then it will bounce back. This is its going direction. It was its coming direction, now its going direction. So light came here, strike on this particular point and then bounced back. Okay, this phenomenon, this concept or this behavior of light is known as reflection of light. How will you define this? Note it down. Bouncing back of light after striking an object. Again, bouncing back of light after striking an object is called reflection of light. Clear? Now, there are some terminologies you must be familiar with. What are those? See, this light was coming here, or I can say this light, this ray of light was incidenting here. So I will call it incident ray. Okay, this is incident ray, and this was a reflected ray. After reflection, it will be known as reflected ray. Reflected ray. Fine. Okay. Now, see, between this normal line and between this normal line and incident ray, there is angle. This one. This angle is known as incident angle, denoted by small I. Okay. And the angle between this normal and this reflected ray, I mean to say this angle known as reflected angle. Angle made by incident angle, incident ray is incident angle, and angle made by reflected ray is reflected angle. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. This is normal line and this is a smooth surface. Fine, I assumed this as mirror. Okay, so you are clear with this, the basic terms and the definition of light. Now we have to study some laws of reflection. There are basically two laws of reflection. Okay, what are those laws? The first law is see, this normal line, this incident ray and this reflected ray, all these three lines, incident ray, normal line and reflected ray, they are on the same plane, or I will say they are on the same surface. If suppose this is the plane, this is a source of light, from this light is coming, it will go like this, strike here and will go like this. So this surface is absolutely a plane surface, right? It will not happen like this, that light came here like this and then went like this. No, it will not happen. The surface will be same, because in the second case, first light was coming like on this surface and moved like in inclination direction. It will not happen. Light will follow a law that incident ray, comma, normal and reflected ray lie in same plane. All these three will be the same plane, same surface. Okay, and the second one is, what the second law says, it says that this angle, incident angle and this reflected angle will be always of equal magnitude. Angle I will be equal to angle R, or I will say incident angle is always equals to reflected angle. Okay, means to say if light incidenting here is of angle 60 degree, means this angle is 60 degree. So the angle by which it will pass, it will go, will be also of 60 degree. If this is 30, this is 30. Magnitude or value of the both the angles will be same. So this is these are the two laws of reflection of light. I hope you are clear with this. Like this channel, share and subscribe. Thank you.